Hi everyone, welcome back to Stamping Flair. My name is Rochelle Ed-Smith and I'm an independent stamping art demonstrator in Melbourne. We're celebrating World Card Making Day today, so I've had a few lives. This is my fourth session, so thanks for joining me. If you could say hi and introduce yourself, and to those who have been watching me throughout the day, I truly appreciate your time. And hope you have been getting some card making done. I've got a few cards to send out as well, so if you would like to receive a card from me, I'd be happy to post one out to you. Please just put a comment down in the thread and I'll send one out to you. I can do that within Australia, so doesn't matter whether they're a demo or a customer. I'd love to send you some happy mail. Today, or this evening, I've got a card to share with you using the Quiet Meadow stamp set. Now, all stamp sets in my store are 10% off until Tuesday, so you have some time to think about what you would like to add to your order. That's only through me, so if you would like to order, please contact me. Those orders online don't actually, it doesn't activate that 10% off, so you would need to call me or email me to get that 10% off. I'll turn the camera down, so just bear with me while I do that, and we'll get to our card making. I am getting a little bit better at this. We've had two go one way, two go the other way with our Facebook Lives today, so it's okay. We learn to do what Facebook wants us to do. So this is the bundle, or not the bundle, the stamp set. There is a bundle, and it's a beautiful bundle. It works well with the Nature's Harvest bundle from our mini catalogue. So the Quiet Meadow stamp set. While I remember, if you haven't hopped on to the group which I've shared with before, of the 24-hour card making group, please hop onto that. You are going to be filled with inspiration there. Lots of amazing demonstrations. It's already started. You can obviously go back and watch the replay and things like that. By my calculations, let me just fix this. By my calculations of our timing, so it's Pacific time, so I think I'm on tomorrow afternoon. So I will not post my card till that time, so you won't spoil the surprise. I've got the Quiet Meadow bundle, and I'm also working with the Tasteful Labels dies, which is a great set. I've die cut a pretty die cut label from basic white cast stock, and I've also got some paper from the Pattern Party paper. Now the Pattern Party paper is that's a tongue twister. A host set, right? It's a host earn set, which you can earn with over $250. You can select either if you have a party which has sales over $250, or if you have a personal purchase of $250, you get to select horse rewards. You get horse rewards and you can purchase these horse sets. And for the first time, we've seen paper with that. So this is the Pattern Party paper. Now, if you decide to join as a demonstrator or join Stamping Up or buy the starter kit, you don't have to demonstrate. We get to enjoy these perks too of purchasing the horse sets and things like that. So that's a bonus. We'll get to the stamping. I've just got a scrap sheet. And I'm working with Smoky Slate, so 2 ink pads, Smoky Slate and mint macaron. I'm going to stamp this flower image. Just going to try and just bear with me while I sort this video out. That looks all good. Just making sure everything's good. And we're just stamping that in smoky slate on that label. Next, I'm going to stamp this image. So it's got, I love these images, or it's like types, but it's just that vintage look about it. And so that creates a lovely look. I'm going to stamp that in mint macaron, but I'm going to stamp off. So this in stamping, we stamp off means we stamp off on a scrap piece of paper, and then it gets a lighter shade. So you can, with one ink pad, you can get different shades. Now this is also called second generation stamping. So it just gives that light background. With me, I'm bringing in polished pink stamping blends. So this is the light and the dark polished pink, so you get two in a pack. I'm gonna color those flowers in polished pink. And I do have a couple of other colors. So we've got mint macaron, and I think this is fresh freesia. Sometimes, oh no, it's Highland heather. I just sometimes pick the color according to what I just think it looks good. I'm not really looking at the name of the color. I go, oh yeah, that looks good. But I will have the product list up for you, so to assist you in ordering. And of course, if you need further assistance, I'm here, available to contact. Or to ask any questions, please even ask me now via the video. And if you want to get into stamping, I'm going to be putting up some other links as well, just to help you with ordering what best paper crafting products and the toolkit. I think I said I would do that earlier, and I didn't do it, so I will do that. Some links for you. So I've colored all our flowers in the light polished pink, and we'll do the dark polished pink just on the center. So they're only small flowers, so I'm just going to do it all and then blend it in at the end. And I'll just bring the bud in a bit more. And we'll bring in the light polished pink again, and I'm going to blend that color in. Now for the center of the flower, I'm going with Highland heather. So this is just the light Highland heather, and I will use the bullet end of that. And I'm going to blend that in. So it's a very subtle look, but just to give some variation. And we'll bring in some light again and blend that in. So it's enough to just give some variation, not much. Now for our leaves and stems, I've got light mint macaron. You can add more shading with the darker mint macaron, but I just stuck with this. Mint macaron's a beautiful color. It's one of my favorites. And it works so well with the pinks. So even though we've got that stamping at the back, oh, I've got one more little bud there. We'll color that in. Even though we've got that stamping at the back, when you define those leaves, the leaves stand out better. And I generally start with the lighter color of the blends. That's just my preference. We got that. We'll just burnish that with our bond folder. I've cut this down to 9.9 by 14.2. So with the pattern putty paper, it's quite, you've got brighter colors, more cheerful colors on one side, and then you've got black and white on the other. Hi Marla, lovely to see you. Lovely to see all of you. We'll just stick that down. Black and white paper is always good. You can match it with everything. Then this mint macaron piece is going to sit like that. But first, I want to put some of this linen thread. Linen thread's my favorite. So I'll put some double-sided tape or tear-end tape there on the back of that. And we'll stick the linen thread on the back. So I want a double length. And it just saves you a little bit having to wrap it around. Just depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I do wrap it around. How lazy. That is crooked, isn't it? Goodness gracious, Rochelle. That's just terrible. Watch me do my thing. Let's see. It's not, I think I've cut it crooked. What am I doing? I'm taking, okay, what's she doing with the heat gun? I'm trying to release this paper. I always talk about this. I should do it on, I've got it on setting 1 and it just releases the glue. And then I bring in, it's still not right. Oh, I'm being impatient now. I might just, for saving time, I might just cut another piece. You'll see the sides lifting first. And I'm just using the palette knives and it does lift. So that's lifted that side. This is how to fix mistakes. Rochelle uses this often. If you don't have a heat gun, a hairdryer works too. And I work on a section at a time. And last bit. You have to be patient. Sorry guys, that is my mistake. Totally. So I'm gonna just make sure that is straight because I think that wasn't straight. It looks straight enough, but I'll double check that. I'll bring my ruler. It's probably just me sticking it down wrong. Looks okay. If it's wrong this time, that's how it is. That's the design. I think that glue is done and dusted. Leave your glues upside down, not like me. Leave it flat on the desk. Okay, here we go. Round 2. And that's better, so it was straight. Okay, so we salvage the card. And, alright, and then we can stick this down on there. Alright, so we've tied our twine across there, or linen thread. You can use that Baker's Twine pack too, that's a good pack. You get 5 different colors and it's $19.95 or $20 for 5 different, it's like neutral shades. You get a white, black, a crumb cake. I can't remember what the other 2 colors are. But so that's a pretty good pack. Okay, now let's add some dimensionals on this. So even if you've got different patterns going on, I think they work quite well. Like you've got the circles and you've got the squares. Marla, you said like me, what, sticking things down crooked? Goodness, just as well I have the heat gun, I tell you. Saves me over and over again. Haste makes waste sometimes, goodness. Okay, so... Alright, I still have to do a sentiment, so we'll do that as well. Depends what angle you're looking at. Okay. Oops, was looking at it the wrong angle. So I've doubled up that. I've taken about 25 centimeters, but yeah, You could do about 30 just to be on the safe side. And I always find with linen thread, sometimes it's nicer to have a double length. It's just a regular ball I've tied. It's just having two. And that glue dot was sticking out a bit, so I just folded it. Next, we are going to heat emboss a sentiment. In white. I'm going to get my embossing buddy because if I can find it, yes. These you never go. They last forever. Okay. So Versamark. Mine looks a bit sad and sorry. I've got a better one, but this is what I got now. It still works. I have one that I use for like techniques and with other colors and stuff, and then I have, that's not going to work because you can see, let's see, there's a mark around the stamp. You will see it, but we can do that. Sometimes a wider brush helps to gives more control than the fiddly brushes. So just brush that off. That's probably because I inked up a bit much. Not probably, that is because I inked up too much. So I've got my embossing on that, my white embossing powder on that. I'll just get rid of those little bits before I heat it up. Sometimes there are stray bits. You can touch that up with a black stamping blend. Alright, we'll hit on setting 2 now, the heat gun. Then I've got this little banner from the same dies. It's the Tasteful Labels, and we just use that. That's a nice size for that. I will touch that up in a second once I cut it out. And with stamping blends, you can even color the white embossing. So you can make it look different colors. Make it different colors. I will get my black. Sometimes you don't notice this. It's when I sometimes take my photos, and that's when it stands out fully. So I'm just touching that up because there were a bit of stray bits, which no matter how much I tried, but that's a little trick. And it actually looks neater, really neat when you do that. Some dimensionals on that. I'll bring in our card. I'm going to put a second one here because it's going to be, this side's going to be higher. Now that I've done that, I've decided I want it on the other side. Never mind. So we have to double up the other side. Okay, we'll see how that goes, and I probably don't need this one. Funny how you just change your mind and then everything goes. See how my brain is going weird. Okay, there we are. So I doubled up the dimensional on that side because it was sitting on the lower end, and this one was already, this label was already popped up, so I didn't add, I only added one dimensional on that. So that was my thinking with that. Just so that it is level, otherwise it is not level. And we'll add some little embellishments, and I think it might need that on this card just to finish it off. And one of my favorites, I'll put these little black dots on there, which will nicely finish it off. Yeah, maybe I'll switch that around. All right, we're done. I hope you like that. It's a nice little stamp set, and I think it lends itself to some simple stamping, some quick cards. You can use some pencil colors and color them in with our watercolor pencils. Use stamping rad markers. You can even color directly onto the stamp with the stamping rad markers with the technique I showed you this morning in session 1. So a few ways to use that stamp set. Lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Just bear with me while I turn this around. Alright, that was my last session for today. I hope you have enjoyed your day and have enjoyed crafting and sharing the day with me and with others. Thank you, Alana, for watching. I do appreciate it. Please hop on and check on all the other demonstrators who are sharing with 24-hour cards, the World Card Making Day. I've shared that link so you can hop on and see that. And I hope to see you back soon. And have a great rest of the weekend. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Marla. Bye-bye.